Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And what's up?
Welcome to the show.
Period. We're back, baby. If you're not watching the video, here we are. Still in our awesome, really cool set. So go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's really cool.
It is.
What you been up to, Savannah? Life.
Chilling.
Yeah.
No, we do have some. I got some things to touch on.
Okay.
We saw some movies. And a movie, I think.
I was like,
right?
wait, did we
Wasn't
see?
there just
I think
one?
there's just one.
Yeah. Anaconda.
Jack Black.
Yes. And actually, listen, Anaconda, it was a movie beforehand?
Yes. It was a remake, kind
of a remake? Okay.
Kind of.
Because they were hinting at it in the movie, but I was like, I didn't know if that was fake.
Oh, no, it's a real movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a real movie. Yeah.
I mean, I obviously haven't seen it.
Of course. Yeah, no. We never doubted that.
But that, I mean, it was fine.
Yeah. I mean, any movie with Jack Black is just going to be, it's stupid and funny.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. So, it was a vibe.
Actually, though, my story today does have something to do with that movie. So, keep that in mind.
The Legend of Jack Black. I hope that's what she's telling.
Keep that in mind for later.
Okay.
But I do also want to mention we have a book club going on right now.
We do have a book club.
The book club is me and Taylor.
And Garrett.
And we're reading a book called The Tarot Reader by
Finley Turner. A local artist from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
So if you want to join our book club, definitely start now. Okay.
Obviously, it's show related because it's called The Tarot Reader, which is us. Duh. But I've read the first 3 chapters, and I'm very interested to see where this story is going to go.
Yeah.
So
I've only read the first chapter. I'm honestly, I can be slow to read books.
That's
like
okay.
I get into it slowly, but then once the story picks up, I can't put it down.
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
So we'll get there with it, but
we will.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I don't know. Other than that, I really I don't have anything to update you on personally because we've just been doing things together. And other than that, I've been pretty doing nothing. Been pretty much doing not anything exciting.
I went to Chuck E. Cheese last night.
Oh, fun.
That was fun. Chuck E. Cheese, don't hate me. And if you want to sponsor me, I'll remove this later. But low-key, Chuck E. Cheese is a scam. I mean, it's fun, and it's honestly not that expensive to, do.
Right.
But, the prizes for the money that you spend, oh my God. And I took my nieces, and my youngest niece is 2, and every single prize was, way too small for her to have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, you don't even have one thing for a baby? Yeah. This is the baby central.
Right. Right, if you have games for a baby, you should have prizes for a baby.
Exactly. At least one. They didn't have any. They were all tiny. I had to get her a notebook. She can't even hold a pen.
Yeah, right.
I mean, she was excited about it, but...
Yeah.
And then her sister got, so many other prizes because what other option was there?
Yeah.
So Chuck E. Cheese, do better.
Yeah, get stuff for the toddlers, okay?
Yes. What the heck? Literally, what the heck? But, I mean, I had so much fun. Yeah. And that little child, let me tell you what, she's 2. We've taken her to Chuck E. Cheese so many times, but this time she was running. I'm talking like a track star around. And she was having a blast because nobody was there. It was just us. We essentially rented out Chuck E. Cheese.
I mean,
because it was just a random weeknight. But
yeah.
It was crazy. So... Yeah, fun. No animatronics at that Chuck E. Cheese though.
Yeah.
So, no.
Oh my gosh.
No Freddy.
You need to go to that one still.
I know. Yeah, we need to take my nieces down there.
Yeah, because there's one in North Carolina that has it, right?
In Charlotte, it's the only Chuck E. Cheese ever that has still animatronics.
See, yeah, you gotta go.
We're gonna have to get some kids and go. Take some children.
Oh my God.
My family members. But if you don't mind, please go rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Duh.
Yeah, please.
Duh. But Savannah, what time is it right now?
Oh, tarot time.
Yes, indeed, it is tarot time. Got some ASMR with this box. Last week was a big tarot week, I must say.
What? No, those ones were crazy that we pulled.
So crazy.
So, okay, our intentions this week.
I put them in there.
Listen.
I downloaded them.
This week.
To the cloud.
All I'm saying is this week so far, it's been a little crazy. A little crazy. Not to go into any details. It's just been busy.
Yeah.
With not even anything fun. Like, just busy.
Boo.
And I'm like...
That's boo.
Right.
Okay, we have the 8 of Swords reversed.
Okay. All right. So, the suit of swords are associated with power and conflict. Be keen to remember that swords have a double edge. They're reminders that there's a fine line between good and evil, so be mindful of your thoughts and ambitions. And sorry, what'd you say?
Reversed.
No.
Oh,
8?
8 of Swords.
The 8.
Yes. Oh, Joe.
The 8 of Swords reversed. Release, acceptance, accountability, and discovery.
Okay.
Interesting.
Love that for us.
I'm trying to put that into my own life right now. I have no idea.
Wait, what's the words again?
Release, acceptance, accountability, discovery.
Maybe we just don't know yet. The week's not over. We shall see.
Right. Those words scare me, though.
I feel like those words are positive.
Acceptance and accountability really scare me because it's like, okay, what are we accepting? Something bad?
No. Maybe you're accepting a new job.
Oh.
Go lame in that.
But also taking accountability also sounds bad because it's like, okay, did I do something wrong that I need to be accountable for?
I mean, did you? I didn't do nothing wrong. She didn't do nothing wrong.
That's just me being anxious all the time that I did something wrong when I didn't.
No, tell her she didn't do anything wrong, guys. Love that. Love that tarot time. I have been working on my, if you guys are real listeners, I have been working on my, color my own tarot deck for years at this point. But I counted them. I've been working on them. I'm down to 26 left. Okay. There are 80. So
yeah,
it's lit.
That's pretty good.
So very soon, I'm going to bring them in. And maybe we can start using those.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I have to show them off. We've worked so hard on them.
Yes.
So I'm very excited.
More personal deck, yeah.
Oh, very. Mm-hmm. Yes. Only good intentions have been put into those cards. And they look so cool. I cannot wait to show you guys. And I'm going to try to laminate them. Ooh. So they're okay. Nice. So we don't mess them up. Because they're really cool. Yeah. So that's to come in the future. But if you want to get into your story, Savannah.
Yeah, let's do it. So, like I said before, this story, it does give off Anaconda vibes. Okay. The movie Anaconda, which has to do with a giant snake.
Mm-hmm. A very scary giant snake.
Yes. So today I'm going to be talking about a creature named Hoppie.
Hoppie? That doesn't sound... Suddenly I'm scared.
Hoppie, aka the Sandy Hook sea serpent.
Sea serpent. Okay.
Yes. So, but it's a little confusing, but we'll get there. Hoppie is said to be a reptilian, but also canine creature.
That 1 + 1 is equaling 3 with that statement.
I know, but okay. I know. Hoppie lives in Lake Hopatcong in New Jersey.
Okay.
Shout out New Jersey. That's why I named Hoppie, because the first 3 letters of the lake is hop. So Hoppie. And this lake is the largest freshwater lake in New Jersey, and it's about 4 square miles in area.
That's a small lake.
Loki.
So that's like kind of scary that there's like a sea serpent in this small lake.
It's also 30 miles from the Delaware River and 40 miles from New York City. This lake is semi-man-made, and it was created by like damming 2 ponds and a river. So semi-man-made, but also like there were ponds there before. This creature has also been seen at Sandy Hook and the Red Bank shore, so like by the beach as well, which is where I'm saying it's interesting because why is it in a freshwater lake but also at the beach?
I forget the name of what that's called, but that exists. There are animals that can be in salt and freshwater. That one kind of shark can do it. The one, I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's the one that everybody always calls like these sea monsters and stuff. They're like, oh, it's some kind of a shark.
Right.
But yeah, unfortunately, no.
I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Unfortunately, right now,
because I thought I knew what you meant, but
let me tell the people right now, I don't have the capability to search anything right now because Verizon is having an outage today. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get this to you, but next week I will bring you this information. I know for a fact there are animals who can live in both fresh and salt water.
Okay. Let me do some search
real quick. Oh, Savannah said I can do it.
And salt water.
Animal. Definitely add animal. I wish I could remember what it's called. But like every single water creature, this kind of a shark of the animal that I'm talking about is that kind. So
I don't know if this is a word you were looking for, but this is saying animals that live in both salt and freshwater called euhaline organisms.
That's totally the word I was looking for. No. I didn't know the word of what, but they exist. That's what I was trying to say. I'm talking about, I think it's like, I don't know. It's some kind of
shark specifically.
I think so. But that could be wrong. Off the top of my head, I don't know. But it does exist.
Yeah.
I promise I'll bring you guys the information next week.
A bull shark can live in fresh water or salt water.
Perhaps that's what I'm thinking of. A bull shark?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Well, they exist.
Anyway, this creature apparently does too. So let's dig into this. One of the first sightings of this creature in 1894.
Oh, wow. Not loving that.
So in 1894, a creature was seen at Lake Hopatcong, and a man, he set sail onto the lake and spotted a creature while he was out there. This creature was 40 to 50 feet long. Serpentine creature. He said the top of it was black and the lower parts were a dirty white. And after this, other people saw it too, and people ended up like shooting at it.
I mean, I would too. Listen, if I learned anything from seeing the movie Primate, like maybe you have to shoot an animal first. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke, guys. I'm not serious about that.
Somebody claimed to have shot it with a rifle, but the bullet rolled off of it like water.
Bulletproof, baby.
Also, the man, he claimed that the creature winked at him after he shot it.
That's incredible. Interesting. That creature has some aura for show.
Right, Hoppie. It really does. This was featured in newspaper articles in 1894, the Lake Hopatcong Angler in the New York World newspaper. One article described the creature as having the head of listen to this, the head of a Saint Bernard dog and the body of a snake.
Okay.
So that's where the canine comes in. That is
crazy.
That it has the head of a dog, kind of.
Yeah. I can picture it, though, but that's horrific. Is what that is.
It's horrible. this does not make any sense to me, but people speculated that maybe it was a mud turtle.
Actually, I do kind of get what they mean because turtles, they do kind of have like a weird shaped head that could maybe look like a dog.
But what about the snake part?
Well, like their bodies do look like if what if it like lost its shell? I don't know.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Um, yeah, so I don't know about that, but I mean maybe.
Yeah.
Also according to the legend, Hoppie um Hoppie's bones washed ashore after its death, and the bones
Wait,
were used to make a roller coaster.
Hoppie is dead?
Well, we'll come back to that because it's not
How's
really
she
like
what is she saying to me? Hoppie's
no,
dead.
no,
Play with my
listen,
heart.
it's not 100% because
Okay.
we'll
Whew.
go through this and that is just like a rumor. People say.
Thank God.
They're like, yeah, Hoppy's bones washed ashore and then they used it to make a roller coaster.
Okay. That threw
Which
that I feel like
obviously
I'm on a
I
roller
don't think
coaster.
that's true. But that's what people
Yeah.
say.
I don't think that would really be up to code in New
No.
Jersey. But
Right.
like maybe.
I mean maybe in the early 1900s it would have
Like
been. I
true,
don't know.
they didn't really care about safety back in the day.
Mm-mm. Okay. A very similar or possibly the same creature was seen at Sandy Hook, which is the local beach, in 1879. So before this one was seen at the lake.
Oh. Oh yeah, okay. Interesting.
Hmm. So the Sandy Hook Life Saving Service, so like
911.
the lifeguards basically,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but they were out patrolling on their boat, and they were near the shoreline of Sandy Hook Beach, and they saw a creature. They quickly returned to shore, and like were kind of panicking because then they started like explaining to people on shore what they had seen, and they what they say is kind of crazy. Like I'm imagining them rushing to shore, running out of the boat, like, oh my god, we just saw this thing. We saw this. So what they said was they saw a 50-foot serpentine creature that had two horns on its head, large eyes, and its head was like a bulldog.
I don't like this, Savannah, at all. Because also
Mm-mm.
they're the lifeguards. Like, what do they have to lie about?
Yeah. Right. Right.
Mm-mm.
They provided statements to investigators, and it was concluded that they saw a squid.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Honey, if that's a
Maybe.
squid, get me out of there. Like, that's so scary.
Right.
I do feel like they always blame a squid. You know? They're like, oh, because they like can change their color and stuff. They're like, oh,
True.
squid.
Yeah. Yeah. In jumping forward in 1967, the Asbury Park Press interviewed an 84-year-old who had come across this creature before. Uh, he was interviewed and took us back to 1906 when he was a fisherman and he was fishing at the Long Island beach with his brother-in-law. And I wish I don't have a map pulled up right now, but if you saw this on a map, Sandy Hook in New Jersey and like Long Island, they're all kind of like close to each other, like on an inlet. So it would make sense that, if somebody saw it at Sandy Hook, they could probably see it at Long Island as well.
Yeah.
It's the same area. So anyway, they were fishing, him and his brother-in-law, and they were pulling in their nets after, fishing with them. And his brother-in-law noticed that the fish that they caught were acting really weird. They're swimming in all different directions. And then they looked up and saw it.
Dun, dun, dun.
They saw a snake-like creature that emerged from the ocean and reared up to a height of 15 feet.
Mm-mm. Like straight up? No way, Jose.
Mm-hmm. And they said it had a shiny black back and a white belly. And a bulldog-like head. And it had huge eyes and was 40 feet long and 6 foot wide.
6 foot wide. Oh my god, that thing is huge. You stand no chance.
See, isn't this sounding like an anaconda?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly like anaconda.
It stared at them for a few minutes until one of them released the net and freed the fish that were in the net. And then
1, 2, 3, release them. That's what they did.
Exactly. After that, it dove back into the water.
As it should.
So,
I guess. Oh.
Weird.
Yeah. So it's not like attacking these people though. It's just like kind of.
I mean, I guess
showing itself, and then they're like, ah.
Well.
And then it runs away.
Let me just finish.
Okay. Yikes.
So there was another sighting in the 1980s. A family went off to look for scallops, and the creature came out of the water next to their boat. And in the 90s, somebody was fishing from the shoreline, saw the creature. Well, actually, he didn't really see it. He was at Sandy Hook Beach and noticed something in the water and went to investigate. Just saw like something thrashing around, which I'm like,
to investigate is crazy. Go,
but
no,
yeah, because honestly, once I tell you this, he shouldn't have went.
Yeah, no.
He said he suddenly had a searing pain in his calf and came out of the water pouring blood out of a wound.
No.
And they're guessing Hoppie bit him.
Oh, snap, Hoppie. Listen. I retract my previous statement.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, and also most recently in 2014, there was a panic actually when there was a news report of a serpent-like creature swimming in Lake Hopatcong.
Okay, what the heck? What the heck?
I know. So, despite all of this, right? People do see Hoppie as like a local legend, kind of like Nessie or like what's the one from the North Carolina lake?
Oh yeah, Normie.
Yeah. Like Normie. Like he's friendly, a friendly resident of the lake, but also like
low-key.
Did he bite that person?
Yeah, honestly, it's probably like a fish or something like else in the lake. Like if that's the only time he like bit somebody.
I don't know, in that story it doesn't seem like they really saw what got him.
Exactly. And also if you see anything thrashing around in the water, do not go investigate it. Like don't. I mean, unless it's like person.
No, so true.
But like
yeah, like maybe that's what they thought. Like they were just
maybe
gonna go save someone. But
maybe.
So yeah, I mean, like that's the legend of Hoppie, and I don't know. I'm a little confused on like why Hoppie is in the lake, but also at the beach.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That I don't know. We'll have to maybe go and ask him.
Right. No, I know.
Except for I'm not swimming in that lake. That's like, no. Like what makes me feel more comfortable to swim in Lake Norman is it's like 100 miles long. So like the chances of Normie being near me are honestly slim to none in Lake Normie.
Right.
Lake Normie, Lake Norman. But in that small of a lake, I feel like the chances of it being close is like Hoppie being close is way too high for me. Personally.
Did I honestly though? I mean, maybe now I'm like second guessing what I said before. Like, how big actually is it?
No, I mean, that's still big.
Is 4 square miles. Yeah, so I was right. But so that's
I mean, I guess 4 miles is not big. Small. I'm just saying like in comparison.
Yeah.
It's small. Like to Lake Norman.
Yeah.
But like think about 4 miles. That's so long.
Yeah, because how big is Lake Norman again?
Oh, I don't know, but definitely a lot.
Yes.
It spans like all of Charlotte, so
yeah.
A lot bigger than 4 square miles.
I'm trying to look up a map because I want to see how it connects to the like if it connects kind of to the beach.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I mean, you said that there's rivers and they had to dam them.
Yeah.
So the waterways connect somehow, then, for sure.
It kind of doesn't look like it, though.
Well, maybe third option, Hoppie also has legs, and he like walked across from the lake.
Maybe. Let me show you. So Lake Hopatcong is there, and then that's Sandy Hook.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Now I got it back.
Can you see?
Yes.
Like they're kind of like they're close enough.
That is
but
not
that's
close.
kind of far for like a sea serpent.
That is not close. I mean, no. He's walking miles on the land.
Right, unless there's two. Or right. It like, yeah, it goes on the land and like goes back and forth.
Or like.
But also you see like, Sandy Hook is that like little hook that comes out. And then,
yeah, that waterway.
Long Island is up there too.
That makes more sense. Or maybe, like, what if when they were making the lake, somebody went and got like a hoppie? What if it's like a species and just brought one to the lake? So there's multiple.
You're right, yeah.
Listen, Hoppie seems like a magical creature that he can just do kind of whatever he pleases. That's what I know.
He can do whatever he pleases.
Well, that sounds like what he's been doing.
Right.
Right? Like he's just been chilling.
Yeah.
He's been vibing. Hoppie. I love his name. I was afraid when you said his name was Hoppie that you were going to say that it was a frog creature. So I'm glad to hear that he doesn't actually hop with the name Hoppie.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't hop. It's just because of the lake. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Thank goodness. Well. Well. Moving on from Hoppie, I guess. Savannah, I did my story just for you today.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know what that means.
You don't, but you will soon know. Okay, we're just going to get right into it. I am covering the legend of Colonial Park Cemetery.
Okay.
So, Savannah, Georgia.
Oh.
Not Savannah right here. Savannah, Georgia is widely regarded as one of the big three, okay? The big three as in the top 3 most haunted cities of the United States. It goes back and forth, but within the 3, Savannah's always up there.
Yeah.
And in Savannah, Georgia, we have actually covered another haunted cemetery, the Bonaventure Cemetery, and that is the one with the story of Little Gracie.
Yeah, Little Gracie.
Yes, and so if you haven't listened to that episode, it's episode 19, which shocked me to my core. Did that shock you to your core? 19.
That's crazy.
Savannah covered that story in episode 19. You are listening right now to episode 240. So, and I still remember that story like it was yesterday.
Right.
Which is crazy to me.
I thought it was at least in the hundreds.
Me too. 19. Very crazy.
Dang, okay.
So, honestly, we might have to do a redo one day. Or a re-up of that story. But anyway, if you want another haunted cemetery in Savannah, check out that one. But today I'm covering another one, Colonial Park. So, local paranormal enthusiasts, they call it Paranormal Central. Some locals even refer to it as Savannah's City of the Dead. So,
what, just this place?
Yes, this cemetery. Yes, indeed. This place is super old. You thought your story was old? I win today. Colonial Park Cemetery opened in 1750. Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Still open to this day. 2026. From 1750. Yep. In fact, this cemetery is older than America herself. Older than the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
It was established before the British colonization of the land, and during the time that it opened, Georgia was still controlled by Britain. And it was actually the last of the 13 colonies that was still in control of Britain.
Wow.
By Britain. So that's kind of crazy. That's when this place opened up.
Mm-hmm.
So even just to think about like the history, crazy. It's also the oldest burial ground in Savannah, Georgia. At least, let me clarify, that is still a burial ground.
Mm-hmm.
There are older graves, but they're all either covered up or like built on top of. So this is the oldest still functioning burial ground in
Okay.
Savannah. Over the years, you know, as it grew and grew, obviously many bodies were added to the cemetery over the years. So over time, it's been expanded a lot, and it currently is 6 acres. So that's pretty big for a cemetery. And at first, when the cemetery opened, it actually started as a place for the Christ Church parish to bury their church members only.
Okay.
But unfortunately, a big number of tragedies would happen right after this, where the city needed a lot of burial space. So we'll get into that a little bit later. But soon it was open up to anyone and everyone to be buried in. One of the biggest tragedies, unfortunately, yellow fever.
Oh my God.
Which, of course, I mean, it ravaged the whole area. But just in this city, I mean, just in the cemetery, there's supposed to be allegedly around 700 people just simply who died of yellow fever buried there.
Yeah, yellow fever. I think I've mentioned it on here before, but
Oh, yeah.
yellow fever was low-key like a special interest
of
mine when
nice.
I was younger.
Nice.
Only because of this book I read.
Oh, what
called
book?
Fever.
Oh.
It was called Fever, and it was like 17 something something, like a year. Yeah. I forget what year.
Yeah.
But it was about yellow fever in Philadelphia. Like this, I had to read it for school, and I like was obsessed with it.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way about some books that I read back in school. But well, that's great for you now, because now you know a lot of yellow fever, and we talk about it all the time on this podcast.
Yeah, really do. It's, I mean, obviously horrible, but it's giving for me. You know, John Green is like obsessed with talking about tuberculosis.
Yeah, that's your John Green moment. Yeah.
I'm not quite there yet, but it's giving that like a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I totally.
Like a little bit.
Yes. So 100%.
So anyway.
Love that. Okay, Savannah loves yellow fever.
Don't
she
love
said
it. Don't love it.
She said it, not me. Okay, fun fact. I don't know if this is fun, actually. I don't know. It's like, it's debatable. You let me know if it's fun.
Okay.
There are over 10,000 people buried in this cemetery. I feel like that's a lot of people.
10,000 over that many years, though.
Well, let me get to my next bullet point. So, it's actually said that this number is nowhere close to true, because allegedly people have been buried in mass graves here at the cemetery. Possibly, yes, possibly, including the yellow fever people. And so due to this, it's known essentially that there are many more bodies than are claimed to be in here. So, yep. And also, we know that there are more people in the ground than there are grave markers, not only because of the mass burials, but also some people have gone in and absolutely destroyed these graves and the grave markers.
Yeah.
Wow. So before I tell you the story, a lot of people actually believe that this like desecration of these graves really is what amps up this like haunted activity here, because obviously, like, if your burial place is being messed with, like, who wouldn't be angry? But who was doing this to the graves, you may ask? Well, in the late 1800s, during the climax of the Civil War, which is like, okay, the fact that this is just existing in the Civil War, low key, that's crazy. But this man, General William T. Sherman, he began his infamous March to the Sea. And like during this march, he captured the city of Atlanta, which I feel like is crazy. That's a huge city. Captured it. And he was determined to scare the entire state of Georgia so that they would leave the Confederacy. So this is actually like a Union general. And so the general and his troops, they continue like their march all the way through Georgia, get to Savannah because that's at the coast. And he actually spares the city of Savannah because that was his favorite city. That's it. There's no other reason. He was like, yeah, everything else in Georgia, blow it up. But Savannah, that's my city. So don't touch her.
That's my city. That's my city.
No, literally.
We're keeping it.
Not only that, bro. He literally, after he saved the city, he gifted the city a large amount of cotton, which was like worth so much money at this time. And so he just essentially gave the city thousands of dollars and saved it. So that's crazy.
Is it because they were more progressive than the rest of the state, or what?
Like maybe
not progressive quote, but like, because he was Union and they were Confederate.
Yeah.
So maybe they were more like, okay, like we're kind of on your side, but the rest of the state isn't.
Yeah. And that might have been a part of it, but from what I was gathering is that I think he just liked how beautiful it was, and like the water line, and like,
I mean, period.
Which is vibes. Honestly, so real. But I feel like it was probably a mix of both.
Yeah.
Realistically. You know.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, a lot of his soldiers who were underneath him absolutely did not agree with this. They were like, he's giving us this whole plan of we need to wipe out all of Georgia. And now he's like, we have to save this one city because I like it.
He's like, okay, but Savannah's not part of Georgia. You're like, guys, it's not part of Georgia.
I understand where the general is coming from because I love Savannah. But
no, because I feel like it definitely still to this day has a different vibe than the rest of Georgia. Like, it's different.
Agree. Like, to the point where when I was doing this story, this is not even a joke. When I was talking about Atlanta, I was like, wait, Georgia? Like, even in my head, I was like, Savannah. For some reason, it gives to me that it's in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Which I think it's just because it's a beach. And I don't know why it gives South Carolina, but that's the energy it gives to me.
Yeah,
but I even forgot that Savannah was in Georgia.
I feel like it's its own thing. Honestly, I feel like a lot of coastal cities give that vibe though.
100%.
Like coastal cities are kind of just like...
So true. They're kind of like European vibes.
European vibes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the cobblestone.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's because
it's walkable.
But also it's because it's all the historic stuff from when it was Europeans who did it all.
And period. We can go ahead and close the case. Shut it down. Yes.
Europeans, obviously, you just said they colonized the area, so they brought over what they had over there. So that's why it's giving European.
Is equaling to.
That's exactly, yeah.
Yes.
It's we're putting it together.
Suddenly we figured it out. But yeah. But okay, but back to the point though.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much I personally love Savannah, if my boss had been telling me this whole time we're doing this whole plan because of this and I agreed with those reasons and suddenly he's switching up on his tactics, I would be so mad. No, I'm like, you need to stick to your word. And he's a general. I'm like, bro, you need to stick to your word.
I mean.
And that's how his people felt. And so they decided they wanted to send the city a message. If their boss wasn't going to, they would type energy. So they ripped apart this beloved cemetery.
Why is that what they do?
Because it was like the most beloved thing in the city. And they were like, we're trying to do the most damage, less amount of work. Damn. Which is so savage and so harsh, honestly. So crazy. They even opened up some of the bigger vaults and slept in them. They carved out the dates on headstones and even changed some of the dates, like as some kind of twisted joke. And some of the soldiers did dig up and move around the bodies, allegedly.
Oh my God, that's
terrible. Absolutely.
That's too much.
Way too much. It's not ever that serious. So as you can imagine, the ghost, not happy about that. Not happy about that. So let's get into the ghost, shall we? The first ghost of Colonial Park Cemetery is that of Rene Rondolier. Did I look up how to say his name? No. But that's how it needs to be said for me because that's incredible.
I mean, yeah, I feel it.
What an incredible name.
I think that's right.
Yes. Oh, it's right to me. So this haunting of Rene Rondolier. He seems to be the most famous of them all. People claim to see a person either walking through the cemetery or hanging from the hanging tree in the cemetery. And this is said to be Rene. Now, why? Because that seems very vague to me. Like somebody walking through or hanging. That's tea, but that's very vague. Well. That's because Mr. Rene was over 7 feet tall. So this outline that you're seeing is like super duper tall. And like, who is 7 feet tall? Nobody. You know?
Also, what year? Like, was he from not current day?
Not current
'Cause
day. Not current day, which is even crazier.
Like, why do I picture
No, people
older?
today are way taller than they used to be. Way, way taller.
Well, I think actually now that I think about it, I did see something saying like there's some sort of like preservation bias saying that like a lot of the clothes and things that were preserved were for shorter people, so we just think that they were shorter. But I don't know how true that is. Like, were they actually shorter? I don't know. In my mind, though, and yeah, like in everyone's mind,
yeah,
they are a lot shorter this day.
For
so
sure.
7 feet tall is crazy.
Well, I mean, 7 feet tall is crazy no matter what year you're in.
Exactly.
Like, even,
that's what I mean.
Even
like,
today.
It's even crazier if they were like an
Oh, yeah.
average of like, I don't know, a foot
Like
shorter
5,
than
yeah.
today.
Totally. So, yeah, that's the first thing that people mention, like when they see this ghost, is like, he's a giant.
He's a
Actually,
giant,
this is a
yes.
giant ghost. It might not be a ghost, it might just be a giant.
Yeah.
So, you might be curious of Renee's story.
I am.
I mentioned hanging tree.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Very not so fun fact. Renee Rondelier was a serial killer.
No way.
Yeah.
7 foot tall serial killer.
So scary, right? It
Okay,
said.
I mean,
He can't be hiding.
Sounds like he got caught because
Yeah. Oh, he did.
people
7
know
foot tall.
that he did it. So
yeah, he's 7 foot tall.
But yeah, like how do you serial kill people? If
Well,
you're
I
that
mean,
tall?
it's way earlier. Like people serial killed
That's
so
true.
easily back in the
Honestly,
day.
true.
But so it said that he would torture and kill his neighbors' pets and wild animals at first. Yeah. So yeah, eventually for him, animals were not enough to silence his need for the killer, literally. And so Renee was caught murdering 2 young girls inside of Colonial Park Cemetery. Moment of silence for that, for real, because I was so not expecting that when I was reading this.
I was not expecting that either.
No, but like in the cemetery is so crazy. So,
like, when was he caught?
Well, let me continue. So,
yeah.
Immediately after this, a group of people, obviously, they form a mob. Essentially,
obviously.
I mean, that's what people did back in the day.
Yeah.
But they were like, all right, let's go. Squad up. Let's go find him. They did. They found him, immediately lynched him in the hanging tree at the cemetery.
I mean, as they should.
Yes, of course, as they should. So, when people are seeing this large shadowy figure walking around the cemetery, people assume it's the ghost of Renee because this was like his playing grounds as a killer, but also that is where he died. So, like this, obviously, this place is like crazy.
That's even scarier to see him then. If
Yes.
He's a freaking killer.
Yeah, the killer.
Oh my god.
Yes, and so the big issue with this story,
yeah,
is that apparently it's not true.
Okay, well,
I couldn't lead with that, but okay.
So is he not a killer?
Let me tell you why it's quote unquote not true. From what anybody can tell that's done any serious digging, as well as my research, there's no evidence of 2 little girls being killed by a serial killer in this cemetery.
Okay.
Or any cemetery close to the area. So people essentially can't find information that this happened. But so that's why people are claiming that it's false. In my head, I don't want it to be true, obviously. But just because people can't find the record of it happening does not mean that it did not happen.
No, exactly.
We know from this podcast that record places get burnt down all the time, gone, no records of anything. So just because they can't find it doesn't mean it's not true.
Exactly.
Because if it is made up, who are they seeing that's 7 foot tall?
Yeah.
And obviously this story has been passed down orally. That's why people can't. So like it came from somewhere.
That's exactly what I just was saying with the preservation bias of like the things that are still around to this day. That's what's taken as like, oh, that's the only thing that was found back then.
Yeah.
But it's like,
so true.
No, yeah, you're right. Like things can burn down, things can get
deteriorated.
Ruined.
Yeah.
Totally. And even more so documents.
Paper, like everything's electronic now. The cloud dies, we have no information.
Right. Like, honestly, that is a big fear of mine that,
like me and Savannah, we're not cloud fans because of this reason.
Yeah.
It takes one wipe and everything's gone.
Right. Like, people who are like, oh, digital only. I'm a fan of paper documents.
I'm a fan personally of both.
Exactly.
2-step verification process. Because if you lose one, at least you still have the other one.
Exactly.
And if you lose both, then, I mean, boo, that's a big L.
Yeah.
Like, but you won't lose both, more than likely. So, absolutely crazy.
So, anyway, that just goes to show, like, wow.
Yeah. So, Renee, we don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe because I don't want it to be true. But also, if people are seeing the ghost, I mean, what? Yeah. And there's no other record of any 7-foot tall person that anybody could find in the cemetery. So,
is there a record that he actually killed other people?
Yes. Yes. But he was just caught. So the record is that he was just caught in the act in the cemetery. And that's how, but he killed allegedly multiple other people before that. So, and I guess I didn't write it down here, but it was like not even just like young girls. It was multiple different ages of multiple different like men, women, whatever, young, old, whatever. So, Is it true? I don't know, but that's the ghost of Renee. Moving on, Savannah, Georgia is also home to a thriving voodoo culture, which we have mentioned this before. I forget which story and I didn't write it down, but I know we've mentioned it before. But okay, today you cannot visit the cemetery at night. It closes before dark. But and the reason is because they're trying to preserve it as much as they can. So, but back in the day, it did not close at night. It was just open 24 hours, obviously. And so when people, they would leave, whatever, at nighttime, return in the morning, they would find remnants of like a voodoo cemetery happening out there, like in the cemetery.
What does that mean?
Like they would find like candles, like kind of altars, kind of like little like cinnamon, like spell stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Around the cemetery. Yeah. Like, so something was going on there at least. And it said that occasionally, I don't know if this is true, but I'm just going to say occasionally graves were raided in order for them to have human bones to use.
Oh, that's controversial.
Very controversial. That's what I said. Like, I don't know if it's true, but that's just what this said. So
yeah,
I'm mentioning it. But also back to the whole Civil War time thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also that's it for the voodoo. They're just like, yeah, they have voodoo rituals, and I'm like, I'm rolling my eyes. I didn't
realize there was voodoo in
Savannah
because like I was
in the South, just in general, not just Savannah.
Because I knew obviously New Orleans is like a big place for that,
and South Carolina too.
Really?
Charleston. Yeah.
I mean, it does give that vibe.
Yeah.
When I was in New Orleans, a few months ago, it did kind of feel like Charleston.
Yeah, totally. And Savannah's kind of low-key the same way.
Yeah.
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 So, because those, honestly, in my head, those are all like sister cities,
They kind of are.
Like, they're kind of just the same, different font.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, smaller and larger font.
Yeah.
I would say Charleston is the baby, Savannah's the medium, and New Orleans, obviously, the big. Oldest sister.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, voodoo, I don't believe that, but like, sure, whatever. If people want to say that, whatever. But back to the whole Civil War time. The land that is, because when it was a Civil War, the cemetery was way smaller, but today it's 6 acres. So the land beside the cemetery during the Civil War was used as a dueling ground. So if you don't know what that is, when soldiers could not agree, or even like people on the same team couldn't agree, they challenge each other to a duel to the death. And
dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 for real. Somebody watch Hamilton. I'm singing the song in my head right now. I'll save it. But yeah, they would shoot it out on the land, and one of them would die. So that adds to the drama and the dark history.
That people used to do duels just anywhere. Like,
can we just talk it out? That's so crazy. Was it ever that serious? That's so
well,
crazy.
I was about to say the opposite, like bring back duels. No, I'm kidding. Don't.
But like,
just the idea of it is a little bit funny because like, is it really that serious?
No, it's not.
I feel like it's never that serious.
Let me tell you who couldn't handle a duel. The commenters, just in general.
Just people comment.
People behind the computer commenting. Yeah. Like the haters, you know? Low-key.
Us.
Yeah, low-key. Okay. Anyway, the other ghostly happenings here. People report just seeing, a person standing like behind a gravestone, and they think it's like a real person. They'll walk up to them, I don't know, be like, and then suddenly gone, vanish in thin air. Okay. And they're not like, oh, it's a ghost, let me walk up to them. They're like, oh, it's a person, and then they're just gone, missing in action. So that's crazy. People also report talking voices and other unexplainable sounds just heard in the cemetery at all times. Don't know about that. This one is crazy. People claim to see a strange green mist floating over the headstones occasionally. What is that? Green slime? Mist? Nickelodeon slime?
Right. Like what do you mean?
Green mist. I couldn't find anything more on that, but just a green mist. Shrek? I don't know. Somebody let me know what that is. People also claim to get shadows or ghostly images captured in their pictures of the graveyard. I did so much looking, couldn't find any of them that looked real. So if somebody has any, send them. But allegedly, people say you can get a little selfie with a ghost out here. So maybe try. Okay, lastly, there is the ghost of the red girl. Period. Just as her name implies, people report seeing the ghost of a young girl, and her aura is like glowing a little bit red, but it's like visible. So it's not like she's red, but there's just like a red light kind of around her. Right. So that's wild. Which is so specific, honestly, and it's something I've really never heard of before when like people are talking about ghost of any kind of like colorful aura. But she has appeared in photos where people can literally see the red aura, like of the outline of a person. And again, I couldn't find any, but apparently people have them. And so what I could find, this information was found like on a ghost tour website. So I'm wondering if you go on the tour, they would show you the pictures, because that's kind of what they've done to us in the past. You know, they show pictures when you're there, but not like online for everybody to see.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's why I think I can't find any pictures, but that would be crazy to see the picture of the girl in red for real. But locals don't know exactly who they think she is, but they do think that it's just somebody mourning somebody else there, because she's always like standing over graves, like just like seemingly just mourning. Yeah. So very sad. So this is not a ghost story. But I do have another weird situation that went down here. Okay. It kind of just doesn't make any sense to me. So I had to say it. Okay. It's June 18th, 1786. Yeah. This man, General Nathaniel Greene, he died of a heat stroke on his plantation. Boo. Anyway.
Boo, but also dying of heat stroke. So it's gotta suck.
I'm telling you right now, as somebody who has had a heat stroke, that was the scariest time of my life. So I can't even imagine dying from that. Like, that is horrific.
Yeah, like, okay. What defines a heat stroke? Because I'm like, have I had one? I had sort of like heat exhaustion. Is that the same thing?
Heat exhaustion happens before heat stroke. Right. So, well, I guess technically I just had heat exhaustion too, because my mom actually had a heat stroke and had to go to the hospital, but they were able to calm mine down. And I think that's what defines it. Like, if they can stop the symptoms, but if they get worse, then that's what is a heat stroke. So
I was, not to detour to when I had heat exhaustion, but I was like at a soccer game and it was like 95 degrees out and playing soccer, and I was probably dehydrated. Yeah. And just started crying on the field. Yeah. And I was like, why am I crying? Yeah. And they're like, you need to drink water. It's like, okay.
Well, when I had heat exhaustion, I was at a football game, a Panthers game, and I had been drinking all morning and so dehydrated. And I was at the top of the stadium. My back was against the concrete wall, which is the very top. And I'm not afraid of heights, but like looking down and you can feel the whole thing shaking. And that on top of the heat exhaustion, I was like, I feel the need to throw up. So then I was like, I have to run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We run to the bathroom. I just start bawling in the stall. I'm like, why am I crying?
See,
what's wrong with me?
It's the same. Yeah.
Like,
isn't it scary? It's like,
it's so
because you're
scary.
like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And
it's so hard to explain like what happens,
Yes.
but it's just like everything feels like this. Like
Yeah.
constricted. I don't know. It's so scary. So dying from that, that's terrible.
Yeah, that probably does suck.
That's terrible. Terrible. I'm
Like,
glad.
oh my
I'm glad
gosh.
we don't
I'm
die
glad we
from these
have-
things anymore because
I'm
we would be
glad
dead.
We have air conditioning.
Thank God for air conditioning.
Yeah.
Carve that on my headstone, by the way.
Also, everyone remember to stay hydrated. I know it's winter right now, but
That's even more stay hydrated because you're
Yes.
probably not drinking a lot of water. Even myself.
yeah.
So yeah, anyway, back to Nathaniel Green. This man died of heat stroke. I was saying
Horrible.
boo also to the
No,
plantation part.
Yeah, I know.
But
the
yeah.
plantation boo.
Yeah, boo. Boo. Plantation no. Somebody help me. Mulberry Grove.
Okay.
It's located on the outskirts of Savannah. And so when he died, his body was transported by boat into Savannah. And then, eventually it arrived in the afternoon one day to the cemetery, Colonial Park, for his burial. Seems very simple enough, right? That's typically what happens when somebody dies. Well. His family, they could not agree or decide like if he should be placed in the family vault or not. Because like it wasn't like they were like, that's cousin Nathaniel. Like, we don't really know if he deserves to go in our family plot. Like, we're more important. But like it's not like they were using it, right? Like, so
but they're like, we're gonna use it.
Yeah, eventually. So they're like, I don't want to give up my spot, essentially is what everybody's saying. But so it takes a couple days for them to decide what they're gonna do. But eventually they said, okay, fine. Whatever, put him in the vault. Whatever.
Okay.
Just take my spot, that's fine.
Yeah.
And so tragically, I'm stopping laughing because it's not funny. His son dies just 4 years later. Very young. And so then everybody's rolling their eyes again. They're like, God, that's 2 people we gotta put in the vault. I'm not even kidding. So they move, but they do begrudgingly move both of them now into the vault.
Yeah.
And it only took the city of Savannah 30 years to lose the bodies of Nathaniel and George.
What do you mean they lost them?
Green.
What do you mean they lost them? They're in the vault.
They're not in the vault, Savannah. By 1810, the bodies are missing. And I couldn't really find on how they determined they were missing.
Yeah, because don't you just not go in the vault after it's closed?
Facts, but like I'm thinking maybe somebody died and they were trying to move them around. Yeah. And they're like, oh, there's nobody in here. There's nobody in here. So it's 1810, bodies missing. A century goes by. 100
Was
years.
Was it the people who wanted to be in there? They're like, I'm not giving my spot up. I'm taking him out of there.
Well, I don't know. But because the thing is, I don't know, a mystery, if you will.
Right.
So a century is going by. It's 1901. Okay. Asa Bird, the president of the Rhode Island Society, comes to Savannah for the purpose to track down the Green family bodies.
Why?
Their special interests, I suppose. They're like, where the heck are these bodies? We gotta find them.
From Rhode Island?
Yes.
Wait,
yes, and I genuinely think somebody just read the story and they were like, okay, we have to find the bodies. Like, honestly, me, if I can't even lie.
I get it.
So, yeah, they go in, they get permission, whatever. They start cracking open the vaults. They're like, what? Okay, fine, go find the bodies. Because I guess nobody just wanted to do this before.
Yeah.
And so they were like, sure, if somebody wants to, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay.
So they're cracking open all the vaults. They're looking for them. They're making sure the right bodies are in the right places. They end up finding the Green family bodies in the Graham Mossman family vault, in a different vault.
Why are they in there?
A completely different vault than they should have been in. So in 1902, the bodies were moved to their final resting place, which is in Johnson Square today. And apparently, there is a monument there that has their names on it, and it's an obelisk, like shape. And so I really need to see that one day. But so we don't know. The thing is, we don't have the story of what happened, but I can tell you right now, Taylor's theory of what happened.
Okay.
That family did not want those people in their family vault. So they said, they paid the undertakers. They said, here's a hundo under the table. Slip them in the Mossman vault.
That's what it sounds like.
100%.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
100%. And of course, the family, they were like, oh, we don't need to find the bodies.
Yeah,
we like, don't need to find the bodies. This is some random person goes and finds the bodies.
Oh, they're missing?
They're missing?
Oh, that sucks.
Just let them rest in peace wherever they are. Listen, Green family, I'm not after you. I'm just saying I know what you did. And that's kind of messed up. I'm sorry. No, I'm actually not sorry. Very messed up. But that is just my theory. I didn't see it anywhere, but I know that's what happened.
And I'm guessing after they were not put into the right vault, their actual family one got full, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure. So that's the tea. That's the tea right there. Mm-hmm. So over the years, the cemetery was neglected, kind of let go, and eventually the land was threatened to be taken by the city. But in 1896, people were like, okay, no. You can't take it. We're gonna restore it to its original beauty. Shout out to the Savannah Park and Tree Commission for saving the Colonial Park Cemetery. In 1990, the city of Savannah preserved it as a historic landmark, and today you can visit the Colonial Park Cemetery. It's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. if you want to go. It is so beautiful. Definitely go to Instagram to see it. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. You would not think it's haunted just by the look of it.
Have you been to it?
No, I have not. But I just saw the pictures online and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And one thing about me and Savannah, we love a cemetery. Mm-hmm. You can quote us on that. So
yes.
One day in Savannah, we must have to travel here, you know.
I do love the cemetery. Yeah. I unfortunately, when I went to New Orleans, I didn't even get to go into the cemetery because the one we tried to go to was closed. So now this one, we need to make sure we know when it's like open.
8 a.m., 8 to 8.
Okay.
So that's easy to remember.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go try to see some 7-foot ghosts of a maybe perhaps serial killer.
That one I'm scared about.
Yeah, same. I don't want to get close to him, but like if he's far, that's okay. You know, if I see him from afar.
Right, exactly.
Wild. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Now I'm just thinking of different cemeteries I've been in. I've been in there's one in Charleston that is like.
With the church?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's pretty. Mm-hmm. In the church. I've been in the church. I was in the cemetery and they were like, oh, come in. And I was like, can I just look at the stained glass? And they were like, yes. So that's what I did. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. We went to the one here.
Yeah.
From that other serial killer.
Yes. We have.
Yes. We did that in the rain too.
I know.
What an ominous vibe.
Actually, there's one. Never mind.
Stop.
The way that I just like lost my sentence halfway through. It's fine.
And period.
Anyway.
Period. That's great. Well, definitely be sure to check out Instagram for pictures of our story this week. But we have movies to see. Guys, there's been no movies out. We've seen them all.
No, seriously.
Except for SpongeBob, but we are not down for that.
No, I'm like, we're not down for that. I feel like SpongeBob's gonna suck, so we're not watching that.
But movies are coming out tomorrow, so more updates next week, for sure.
Yep.
But if you don't have anything else, Savannah.
No.
Okay, well then I guess we will see you guys next week.
All right, cue the music.